Good morning and welcome to math class. What you just saw was, well, it was a growing pattern. You're looking at a cute little video of a dog doing some cool jumps, and we're going to use that for our math today. So let's go over to your Jamboard. We'll walk kind of through the question together, and I'll show you the supports that are in there for you. And then it's going to be kind of up to you to see if you can apply the skills we've been working on to solve the question. So let's head over to what your Jamboard looks like. Do you ever get a math question that looks like a paragraph? Well, that's what you have today. We have a lot of writing here on the Jamboard, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through it one line at a time and try to figure out what exactly we're trying to do here. So a lot of times, if you're not sure what to do, you need to go back to where the information is. And a lot of times the information would be in a question. But today, the subject of our problem is the video of the dog jumping. So a lot of our information is actually going to be in that video. So you're probably going to be doing a lot of pausing this video, going back to the beginning of it where we can watch that dog jumping, and then maybe stopping that video in a few spots so that we can get the information that we need. So I'm going to read the question for you. The first sentence says, check out the video of the dog high jump. Oh, awesome. You've probably already done that. The next sentence says, use a table of value to keep track of the growing pattern. So I'm going to flip over to the next frame, and you're going to see I've put the kind of structure of your table of values in here. So page 2, where this table of values that's kind of already started for you is where you're going to do your recording of information. Well, let's go back to the question. It's going to tell us how to use the table of values. So it says, use the term side of the table to keep track of each dog jump. Let's just take a quick look at that table again. You can see the term, where we're used to it just going up by ones, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's still going to go up by just ones. But we just have some context for what that term is in this pattern, because it's not just a list of numbers. We're actually looking at a pattern of dogs jumping. So in the first jump, that would be term 1. In the second jump in the video, that would be term 2. The third jump in the video would be term 3, and the fourth jump in the video would be term 4. The video only shows 4 jumps. So we're working with only the information from the video in this table. Now the other side of the table, it says use the term value side to keep track of the number of marble works pieces used to measure the jump. You may or may not have to be a child in the 1990s to know what marble works are. So I will show you. If we go back into the video, how do I want to do that? Let's go back to I'll go back to the YouTube version of the video because then I can make it bigger. All right. So I'm going to go back to the beginning. There we go. And just move our pooch out of the way. Perfect. These little toys, you can see this jump is made out of these little construction toys that you can build on. And then it looks like either a piece of tape or a meter stick across the top. So what we want to do is we want to count the number of these colorful construction toy pieces, and these are called marble works because this is a toy where you can build a tower of tubes to drop a marble down so it can go through a cool little maze. But today we're just going to use these as a kind of our measurement. So this is jump number 1. So in our table of values, this will be term number 1. And we need to count. And what's really cool about the video is that every time they went up a level of marble works, they used a different color. So it makes it really easy to count. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 light blue ones, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 when we add the orange ones. And then I'm looking at the yellows, and I go 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I have 3 rows of 6. 6 times 3 is 18. So I'm going to go to my Jamboard, and I'm going to fill in 18. So there were 18 MarbleWorks pieces in term 1. So our pattern starts at 18. And it's going to grow every jump. And let's go back to our YouTube video here. So you might come back to the video and you might press play and then stop it again. You can see that here comes the second jump, and actually we have some more MarbleWorks pieces to count. So this is where I'm going to leave it to you to finish filling out this question. This would be jump 2. We know we had 18 pieces for jump 1. We added a row of purple. So how many pieces are here in total for jump 2? I'll pause it again. You can take a look at jump 3. You probably want to pause it on your screen for as long as you need it, but I'm going to unpause mine so I can show you jump 4. And that's the information you're going to need for jump 4, that light green color. It's kind of hard to see, but you know it's there. Perfect. Well, that information should be enough to get you through the first part of the question here. So then we're moving on to slide number 3 on your Jamboard. And this is the second question. This could be the last question you work on. There is a bonus if you have a little extra time, but question 2 is kind of the last one here. It says, if the dog kept jumping, how many pieces of MarbleWorks would you need to create the 8th jump? So to figure this out, you're going to want to look at the table of values you created on the first 4 jumps and see if you can find the pattern rule. If you can figure out the pattern rule, then you can extend that pattern. And if you would like, on the 4th page of your Jamboard, there is a bigger table of values, and you could use that table to organize your answers. It goes all the way up to 10 jumps, but you need to know how many pieces are used in jump number 8. All right. The bonus question, which I'm really interested in seeing if some of you will take on, asks how many pieces of MarbleWorks would we need for the 20th jump? And you're going to have to rely on all your thoughts and best guesses to try to figure out a way to get there. I did not give you a table of values that goes up to 20, but that doesn't mean that you can't create one.